So hi, this is Melissa here from Missy and Fit, and I wanted to talk to you today for our Let's Be Real, our official first Let's Be Real chat. And I wanted to talk to you today about the power of a plan. So, it's really easy, especially with social media these days. There's Instagram and there's Twitter and there's Facebook and there's YouTube and there's all these different mediums and ways that we share our journeys or share pictures or share highlights of our lives. And it's really easy to get caught up in the comparison game. And when we all do it, no matter well, look at how easy it is or look at how great or, and you're looking, I know I'm definitely subject to this myself, that it's really easy to compare yourself to somebody else on social media when you really can't do that, because everyone's journey has to start somewhere. And it's so easy to compare your chapter 1 to somebody's chapter 25. And it's really a disservice to yourself. It's, because you can't, first of all, no matter what, you're never going to be like anybody else, and granted, you want to have role models and people that motivate you and inspire you. I think that's so huge and so crucial, and it's so great to have those things, and it helps you set goals. But one of the things that you have to keep in mind is that it's not about everybody else. It's about you and you being your best self and being better than you were yesterday. And that's something that I tell myself every day and often, because I need to hear it. I need to hear it for me, and I need to focus on me and my journey. And one of the things that I wanted to share with you is that, it's really easy to look at pictures and look at things now, and this isn't what I looked like when I first started, hardly actually. And because that was January of 2015. I remember January 2nd, 2015 was the first day I pushed play on Insanity Max 30 with Shaun T, which was my first workout program that I'd done in a long time. I was 40 pounds heavier. I had about 20 plus inches more than I do now of myself. And I wanted to share with you a little bit about how much of having a plan changed my life and how I think it's such a powerful thing. Because in the past, I had workout programs. I had Beachbody ones. I had this one called The Firm that wasn't from Beachbody. It was years ago. I did it when the kids were little. And you press play sometimes, but I never really followed the plan. And one of the things that I loved about this, and I don't know if it's just I was ready to do it, but you get a calendar, and it's going to be a little beat up, so bear with me because I saved it, because you get this really great colorful calendar when you had ordered. And so forgive me for being ripped, because it's been well loved and used and whatnot. So this is my giant calendar that I had in the beginning. You can see it kind of ripped, but you get this really fun calendar that I got. Now everything's digital, but I got the actual DVDs, and here's my fun calendar. I kind of ripped it in half. The blue is month 1, and then on the bottom was month 2. And you would write down when you would max out, which meant that when you basically couldn't do another rep or had a pause in the video, and they were 30-minute videos, 30-minute workouts, and I followed the modifier. There's a modifier which I love because, like I said, I was 40 pounds heavier. I actually used to wear a knee brace. I don't wear one right now, but when I first started, I did, because I was heavier. I was uncomfortable. My knee would give out. It would just be in horrible pain. But I was determined that I was going to do it. And I was like, if I have to wear a knee brace and I'm going to follow the modifier, I'm going to take out some of the jumps. And I still do that. Depends on how I feel that day. And the first day, my very first max out time, I want to say, was 8 minutes and 27 seconds, which I probably think I was probably even being generous, pushing myself. I probably wasn't even exactly keeping up with everybody, but I maxed out. And then what happens is each day you write down when you max out. And what I found so empowering about this was that I wanted to beat my time like the next time I did the workout. And then what ironically, and this program is a 60-day program, so it was 2 months. So by the end of it, when you go back and I did it again for a second round, I maxed out at 18 minutes. So I doubled my time, which was huge. I still didn't max out, I still don't think I can quite make it to the end of it. And meanwhile, I've done several programs since then, but I want to tell you, writing down your progress is huge. And one of the things I did to help me with that was, you have this calendar and I write down my max out time, but then I did, and this is, hear me being real with you, I know they do infomercials and they do these things, and I'm not going to say you don't get results in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, but it has a lot to do with when you start, what weight you're at to start with. It has a lot to do with what you're eating, what you're putting in your body, because that is such a huge, huge part of this, you guys, which is going to be several topics of these videos that I'm going to be doing and talking about how much the kitchen influences your results. But what I decided was, like, yes, I wanted to make a change, but it wasn't realistic to think that, oh, in 30 days, I was going to take off all the weight that I put on in over a several year period. It wasn't like I just put on 40 pounds overnight, and not even in 30 days. It took time, like it crept up on me. I didn't realize how out of shape and how off my weight was. So I also had to give myself that chance to kind of take it back off and kind of relearn how to put fitness into my life, make my healthy eating a priority. So one of the things that when I did this, I did Insanity Max 30 7 times in a row. I just kept pressing play. Like at the end, I might have taken a few days off and then started again because I was like, I really loved it. And I was like, and I wanted to get better each time. So I was running out of room on the calendar. I started writing in different colors of pen. So then I decided, I bought one of these cute little like calendar notebooks. I'm kind of old school. I love colorful pens. I was an elementary school teacher way back before I had kids, and I love colorful pens. And those Papermate like colorful ones. I don't have them with me up here. They're downstairs at my desk, but I will share those with you. I love them. And they have such fun colors now. Like when I was a teacher, the royal blue color was my favorite pen. It's great papers, like my kids always knew. But now they come in like pink and orange and yellow, and anyway, I can go on. But I decided to buy a cute little calendar, and you could use this on your phone. It depends what you like. You know, I like to physically write it down because I kind of felt like, you know, as a mom of 4, I was a stay-at-home mom, and I was like, I was taking care of everybody else, taking care of, you know, my kids, their schedule, my husband, his schedule. Someone needed a hair appointment, you know, orthodontist, doctor appointment. We had to go here, we had to go there. I was doing all that for everybody, and I was forgetting about me, or I was making me last, and it was making me kind of resentful. And I decided that I needed to treat my workouts like an appointment with myself, and that I was going to write it down, because then it made it like, okay, this is what I'm doing tomorrow, and this is what I'm doing the next day. And I had it all mapped out for the month. So if I did have an appointment, like if I had to go to the doctor or do something or whatever, I knew that I had my 30-minute workout that day, and I was going to either do it in the morning first thing, or when I got home at lunch, or whatever time it was, or it could have been at night, whenever it was. And this was ripping, like it wasn't really becoming realistic. So for me, what was great about this is I can even use it when we traveled, which I will talk about as well. But it gave me a chance to write out my workouts every day, and I would write down, and I save these because I'm kind of sentimental like that, and I would write down Insanity Max 30, you know, month 2, week 3, you know, and I would write down my max out time in here, and I started keeping track, and it also let me plan ahead for the month. And it really held me accountable, you guys, and it let me have that plan so that I knew what I had. Or if, like, say we were going to have, you know, a busy Friday or something, I could say, okay, I'll move my workout to Saturday, but I still kept it. And it really helped so much with the consistency, because I will tell you this, it is the consistency. It's kind of like, you know, you can't just expect that, oh, okay, you know how you get all excited. Okay, I'm going to do this workout. First week it's great. You're getting up, you're getting your work, you got some cute workout clothes, you get new sneakers, you're like, I'm gonna do this. And after the first week, and it's great. And the second week, like something comes up and you're like, oh, I can't this day, or oh, I'm really tired, I had a really bad day at work, screw it, I'm gonna have a glass of wine and my workout will keep till tomorrow. But then tomorrow gets really busy. Now what happens is you're like 3-4 days off track, and then you're like, you know what, forget it, I don't want to pick up in the middle of the program, I'll just wait till next month and start again, or next Monday. And then before you know it, you're back into your old patterns, because it's really easy to do. But I felt that having the power of a plan and having it written down and making an appointment with myself, I mean, you wouldn't blow somebody off. If you wrote an appointment to say, get your hair cut or colored, that's like a sacred appointment for me, getting that hair color time. But when you make that appointment, are you just gonna skip it and say, oh, I'm just not gonna show up? You know, you're not gonna do that to somebody else, so why would you not show up for yourself? Like, you're important. you need to put yourself back on that list. So that's my real talk for today, is about how important it is to put yourself on the list, make an appointment with yourself, and get it done. And this is one of the ways that I found that really helped and changed how much I was able to follow the plan and get those results. So I hope this helps as you plan out your stuff. I'm happy to always talk with you. You can email me at missyannf@gmail.com, and I'm happy to talk with you about maybe looking for a workout program that works for you, giving you some more of my tips and talking about how to plan it out, like, whether maybe you have more energy at night or you get up first thing in the morning, and helping you plan it so that it works for you, because everybody's different. But once you find something you really enjoy doing, you're going to keep doing it. And you want to be patient with yourself and say, you know what? Let's face it, it doesn't take a month to put on the extra 10 pounds you've been trying to lose. It doesn't take it's just like when when you're pregnant and have children, it takes you 9 months to put on that weight and grow the baby and all of that. You have to give yourself that grace period also, and be gentle with yourself. But at the same time, be consistent. Be consistently consistent, and you will see results. Like, don't be so quick to give up when things get uncomfortable. So again, you can email me, missyannf@gmail.com, and I hope these tips help you plan out and be consistent. Catch you next time for Let's Be Real.